All right, shalom. Yahabashim to all my brothers out there, Yahweh Shamar, Alatham by Hashem Yahushua and my sisters. You understand? Thanks for tuning in. This is I.S.U.P.K. You understand? Milwaukee. You understand? We start out at 1 West, Harlem, New York, 125th Street, under Commander General Yahanna. If it's not under Commander General Yahanna, it is not of the Lord. It is not of the truth. All right? And what is the truth? What is the truth according to the Bible? The truth is that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people are the Israelites according to the Bible. Okay, that's the truth. You understand? The truth is we got to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. All right. And then the reason why blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people are in poverty right now, you understand, why we suffering this oppression under the devil, which is the white race. You understand? We suffer this oppression. Why? Because we disobeyed. Our forefathers disobeyed the Most High God. All right? We failed to keep the law, statutes, and commandments that are in this Bible. You understand? This book that is called the Bible is the history of our people, the history of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people. Okay? And just like the old tales say, if you don't remember your history, you was doomed to repeat it again. You understand? And that's what we have done time and time again. The Israelites has been repeating the same mistakes over and over and over. All right? We come back to the Most High God, you know what I'm saying, and we do good, and then we stray off and dibble and dabble up into some heathenistic customs. You understand? The Lord punishes us by putting us into slavery, and then we come back to the Lord. The Lord raise up a savior. You understand? And the Lord uses him to get the Israelites out of captivity and put us back in our own land. Okay, this has been a repeat. You know what I'm saying, for thousands and thousands of years. Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? But now this time, this is the final, this is it. You understand? Once the Israelites come back into power, we is ruling forever under Christ, under the Lord and under Yahweh. You understand? Who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. Okay? Now, let's get down to the topic. The topic is the priests and prophets are the voice for the poor. Okay? Why do I say that? We know that, you know what I'm saying, poor people, especially here in America and all around the world, you understand, their voice is not heard. Their voice falls on deaf ears. You understand? Don't no one give a damn about the poor. How do you know? You understand? You walking down the street and you see a brother or sister or whatnot, you know, that's not dressing their best. You know what I'm saying? That's probably fell on hard times. And guess what you do? You keep walking. You know what I'm saying? The brother or sister might come up and ask for some change. You know what I'm saying? I just need a little help. Could you buy me something to eat? And guess what you do? You turn your back on that poor brother or sister. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's the curse of being poor. The curse of being poor is that you're not heard by nobody. You understand? Like I said before, your voice falls on deaf ears. Don't nobody give a damn about you. You understand? When you fall on hard time, you fall on hard time. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be homeless. You're gonna be, you know what I'm saying? All, you know, everything under the sun. You're homeless. You know, you're poor. You don't have no money. You don't have nothing to eat. You know what I'm saying? You got to go bouncing from people's cribs. You know what I'm saying? From this person's house to this person's house to this person's house. You got to go eat at soup kitchens. You got to go to the shelter. You know, I mean, it's tough being poor, especially in a rich country like America. America is the richest country in the world. You understand? And I guarantee it has more poor people than any of these third world countries. You understand? This is, you know what I'm saying? First of all, there shouldn't be a black, Hispanic, or Native Indian person in America, you know what I'm saying, that should be living in poverty. Why do I say that? I say that because America was built by our forefathers. America is built by our forefathers. Okay? We had a hand in what's making America great. You understand? And black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people shouldn't suffer. But guess what? We do suffer because the 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 devil, which is the white man, isn't a just person. He's unjust. He's cruel. He's mean. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? I mean, come on. We fall into the hands of the devil. All right. The scriptures say in Deuteronomy that, you know what I'm saying, nation that's a far off. You know what I'm saying? I'm paraphrasing. The nation that's a far off, you know what I'm saying, will come to oppress you. You know what I'm saying? You'll have to serve him in one of all things. So we got to serve this devil, well, you know, for water, for food, for clothes, for everything, entertainment. I mean everything. Okay. So you know the poor people in America, you know, I mean it's tough. You got to go find a job. You know what I'm saying? Most people don't want to hire you because you're poor. You know, you're the first one to get fired. You know, when a company start laying off, I mean, it's bad. It's all bad. Okay. Now we're gonna talk about what the Bible say about the poor. Okay. In light of all these famous people that's getting crucified in the media because they speaking out saying that the Jews is black. You know what I'm saying? This is something the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General Yahanna has been saying since 1969. All right. But guess what? Again, the you know what I'm saying, the voice of the poor falls on deaf ears. Don't nobody want to hear the poor. Don't nobody want to hear what we have to say. You understand? We in the street corners, you know what I'm saying, telling the truth according to the Bible, you know what I'm saying? Guess what? People keep walking. You know what I'm saying? What do they say? They say go get a job. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that most of us in the UPK, you know what I'm saying, we're professionals. You know what I'm saying? We're professionals, you know what I'm saying? We got businesses, we got skills. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, to say to go get a job, you know what I'm saying, that just proves the racism, you know what I'm saying, of these people. These people, you know, they look at us because we're screaming on the corner about the oppression of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people. We automatically they assume that we don't have a job. You know what I'm saying? That's just, you know, the things that the poor people go through. All right. So let's get the first scripture. The first scripture we're going to is Deuteronomy chapter 15, verse 7. Okay? Let's get it. Deuteronomy chapter 15, verse 7. You know what I'm saying? Diana said not only that jobs don't want to hire you because you're poor, but there are some jobs who will run your credit, and if it's low, they won't hire you. I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's definitely you're correct. You know, I mean, some companies and some jobs, some slave, we call it slaveries. You know what I'm saying? Because that's exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying? Some slaveries will run your credit, you know, and to see if you got a high credit score. If you don't have a high credit score, then guess what? They're not going to hire you. You know what I'm saying? And that's oppression. That is oppression. Okay. And guess what? What they say about oppression in the scriptures say Oppression maketh the wise man mad. Why you think that we on them street corners and whatnot? You know what I'm saying that the white man's the devil. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the oppression of our people. Talking about, you know what I'm saying, about the poor. You know what I'm saying? This is why I say the priests and prophets are the voice for the poor. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because don't nobody want to listen to the poor. You know what I'm saying? The rich man, and everybody listens to the rich man. All right? Everybody listens to the rich man. Okay. In fact, before I get to this scripture, let's pull this other scripture. All right, the scripture that's in Ecclesiasticus chapter, what's this, 21, verse 22? Give me 1 second. Ecclesiasticus chapter 13, verse 21. Okay? So you better go ahead and get it. Give me 1 second. All right. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 21, no, verse 13, verse 21. Okay? This is, it says, a rich man beginning to fall is held up of his friends. You hear what the Bible say? The Bible say, you know what I'm saying, a rich man beginning to fall is held up with friends. You know what I'm saying? Remember when Donald Trump was losing his money? You know what I'm saying? Guess who came to the rescue? All his friends. All his friends pitched in. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? He's rich again. He's a billionaire again. You know what I'm saying? Rich people, you know, the only way people really care about you is if you're rich. You know what I'm saying? If you're rich, guess what? You got help. They'll prevent your fall. You know what I'm saying? From falling. You know, everybody that's rich always got help. You know what I'm saying? Imagine all the people that fell off from rapping and, you know what I'm saying, being an entertainer or whatnot. Guess what? They got help. You know what I'm saying? Like like that one brother, what's his name? Orlando Brown. That cat be saying all types of crazy stuff in the media. He been doing all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? He was on the show with That's So Raven. You know what I'm saying? He was a co-star. You know what I'm saying? Raven in the House, I think. You know what I'm saying? That's So Raven. You know what I'm saying? He fell off hard. He fell off due to drugs or, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case that's going on with the brother. Guess what? People still help him out. You know what I'm saying? Look, he's coming back. You know what I'm saying? He got money in his pocket. You know. What about, and the other sister, I forgot the sister name, but she fell off. You know what I'm saying? She was recording in the streets. You know, she was on drugs real bad. And then I remember, I believe it was LL Cool J or someone came to the rescue to help her out. You know, put her into rehab or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that was famous at one point in time or that's rich, they got help. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is looking out for them. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to someone that's poor, you won't give them a cent. You know what I'm saying? You won't even look in the poor man or poor sister's direction. You know what I'm saying? And then the Bible is against that. The Bible is against you turning your back on the poor. You know what I'm saying? In America, the poor is like dirt. The poor is like scum on the bottom of your shoes. You know what I'm saying? We ignore it. You know what I'm saying? We ignore it. Don't nobody want to come to our aid. You know what I'm saying? They always think that, you know, we're on drugs. You know, and it's tough. It's tough because it's like you got to do it all by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Another poor man don't respect another poor man. That's I mean, you would think we're both poor. We should be working together, helping each other out. But even another poor man don't respect another poor person. You know what I'm saying? Which is sad. You know what I'm saying? That's all we do in America. We glorify the rich. We glorify the people that have money. You know what I'm saying? We justify everything. Everything that they say, even if it's wrong, they are justified because of their riches. Okay? So let's get back to the scripture. Ecclesiasticus chapter 13, verse 21. A rich man beginning to fall is held up of his friends, but a poor man being down is thrust all the way by his friends. You see what the Lord say? You see what the Bible say? The Bible say even a poor man is thrusted all the way down by his friends. So you got friends one night, y'all all poor. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? They're going to hate you even more. You know what I'm saying? You go to one of your friends and ask for $1. You ask to borrow $1, borrow $5. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time they don't give it to you, even if they have it. They have $100 in their pocket. They can't even give you $1. They can't even give you loan you $5. And if they do loan you $5 or $1, guess what? They hounding you to pay it back. You know what I'm saying? They hounding you and hounding you. You know what I'm saying? Calling you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? That's like harassment. I understand that I owe you money, but come on. I'm going to give you a time and a date when I can pay it back. You know what I'm saying? But you're hounding and calling for $1. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the rich man, you freely give to the rich man. The rich man come to you, you meet him at a gas station. He said, I need $30 to put gas. I forgot my wallet in the house. You know what I'm saying? And you see he drive a nice car one night, you're gonna give him the $30. No questions asked. You're gonna tell him, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? But the brother or sister that asked you for $1, you know what I'm saying? You hounded them to pay the dollar back to you. You know what I'm saying? That's why the scripture said that. But a poor man being down, but a poor man being down is thrust all the way by his friends. Don't nobody give a damn about the poor, but the men and women in the I.S.U.P.K, man. You know what I'm saying? We got all types of programs. We got the prison programs. We got clothes programs. We got the food drives. You understand? We got GED programs, man. You know what I'm saying? We understand that, we come for the poor. That's what we're here for. The Lord sent his priests and prophets, you know what I'm saying, for the people, not for the rich. You know what I'm saying? The rich people, you know what I'm saying, they got people to look after them. They got people to watch their back. You know what I'm saying? Kanye is a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? Even though he lost damn near all his endorsements, he's still a billionaire. And he's still rich. You know what I'm saying? If he don't have no job, guess what? Guess what he can trust in? He can trust in his riches. He can trust to pay his bills on time. He still don't have to worry about nothing. You know what I'm saying? He can say whatever he want on the media and he get cast out. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to endorse him again. That's fine. He's still rich. But a poor man, you know what I'm saying? If he say the same things and whatnot, guess what? He don't have nothing to rely on. He's not rich. I mean, people was going to look at him in disgust. Nobody want to hire him. I mean, come on. All right, let's keep going. This is verse 22. When a rich man is falling, he hath many helpers. You hear that? When a rich man fall, everybody is rushing to his aid. You understand? All he got to do is reach out to the right person. The right person going to give him $10 million. And he back on again. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, all these rappers and whatnot that go to prison and they come out, they got other rappers that's, waiting on, they got bags coming out from other rappers. You know what I'm saying? There are other people, either entertainers, other musicians and whatnot, or rappers or whatever. When a person come out of jail, they give them money. You know what I'm saying? They give them something to start back up. You know what I'm saying? To get back, to making bread. You know what I'm saying? But when the poor man get out of jail or a poor sister get out of jail, guess what? They ain't got nobody. They got to go to a halfway house. You know what I'm saying? They got to go work this dead-end job, working at McDonald's or, I mean, come on. The poor person don't never have help, but the rich got all the help. They have all the help. They got everybody watching their back. They can start a GoFundMe, and guess what? Everybody's going to contribute to that GoFundMe. You know what I'm saying? But let a poor person make a GoFundMe. You know what I'm saying? They ain't nobody going to contribute. Now look, the scripture also talking about who to give it to, who to give the funds to. You don't give the funds to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? They're going to use your funds to go get high. You got to watch out who you're giving your funds to. Okay? In fact, we're going to get there. Let's finish off the scripture, okay? We're in Ecclesiastes chapter 13, verse 22, in the Apocrypha. It says, when a rich man is fallen, He hath many helpers. He speaketh things not to be spoken, and yet men justify him. You understand? You know what I'm saying? He can say anything. You know what I'm saying? The men gonna rush to his aid to justify what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? The rich people can get away with anything. They can get away with murder if they want to. You understand? But guess what? They're gonna hold poor people accountable. In fact, you see it now. You know what I'm saying? You run a speeding, you run a light, you getting a speeding ticket. No questions asked. You understand? You get pulled over, you got guns and drugs in the car, you know what I'm saying? And you ain't got no permit or whatever for them, you going to jail. But guess what? Let a rich man get pulled over with guns and drugs. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna serve a little time and he's gonna get out. It already happened. Look at T.I. T.I. had guns and drugs all in the car, pills. And guess what? He went to jail for like 1 day. You know what I'm saying? I think the max he did was like some months or maybe a year. And he's getting out. But a poor man, he's doing about 10 years, 20 years, straight time. You understand? Poor people, you know, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people that are poor, it is twice as hard for them. You understand? If you're white and you're poor, well, you know what I'm saying? You just a two-time loser. There's no reason why you white and you're poor in America. America was built for you. You understand? All you got to do is go get clamped up and then go into corporate America. You're gonna be making bread. You understand? You ain't got no experience, none of that, and you're gonna be making more than a black person with experience. You understand? So you're a two-time loser if you're white and you're poor in America. I mean, look, I don't know what to say about that. You know what I'm saying? But what I can talk about is blacks, Hispanics, Native Indian people. You know what I'm saying? How hard it is. You know what I'm saying? The struggle that we deal with every single day, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're poor, you got to get up and go to your slavery. You know what I'm saying? Slavery, what we call in the U.P.K. is a job. All right? You got to get up and go to your slavery every single day. You cannot miss a beat. The moment you miss a beat, you know what I'm saying? You behind in your bills, you behind in your rent, you behind in your car note, your insurance. You know what I'm saying? You miss 1 or 2 days out that check, man. You're gonna be hurting. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep food in the refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep clothes on. You know, you gotta take care of your children and get whatever they need. I mean, come on. That's the struggle of being poor in America. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get up. We can't take no days off. We gotta get up. You know what I'm saying? Kamaya said that she called it a plantation. That's exactly what it is. That's why we say it's a slavery. We call a job in the I.S.U.P.K. a slavery because you're going there and you're working for damn near minimum wage. I mean, even if you're making about $25 an hour, that's still little compared to what, you know what I'm saying, white people make in America. You know what I'm saying? An average white family, you know what I'm saying, they bring a home at what, 150,000 a year, maybe 200,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give them a benefit of the doubt. They bring a home at least maybe about 90K a year. You know what I'm saying? Average white family. An average black family is bring a home with what? Less than 40,000. You know what I'm saying? You think 40,000 is a lot of money? 40,000 ain't nothing. 40,000, that's a decent car. That's a decent car that you're paying on for 5 years. You understand? I mean, come on. White people, not white people, but rich people in America don't have to worry about none of that. You understand? You ain't got to worry about none of that. You bring home 6 figures a year. You understand? If you bring home 6 figures, you're damn near, you're rich. You bring home 6 figures, you're rich. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on. What are we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? Poor people bringing home 40,000. You know, I'm giving the benefit of the doubt. About 40,000 a year. Really, it's maybe about less than 40,000, maybe about 30,000. You understand? Diana said Amazon, FedEx, all these are legal plantations. They will work you to the bone. Yes. I mean, you know what I'm saying? These jobs, you go to these slaveries, you know what I'm saying? You work 8 hours, sometimes 10, sometimes 12. Some of y'all working 12 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? That's a slavery. That's going to the plantation. You understand? I mean, you only got 24 hours in a day, and half of your day is spent being on the plantation. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? But everybody justifies the rich. You know what I'm saying? The rich people can never be wrong. But poor people, man, like I said before, don't nobody want to listen to the poor people. You understand? If you're poor, you know what I'm saying, expect all of your, you know what I'm saying, your dreams and your aspirations, you know what I'm saying, and someone hearing you to go out the window. You understand? The rich don't give a damn about you. In fact, the rich is running game on you. They're running game on you. America is built by running game on poor people. You understand? You know what I'm saying? Let me rephrase that. America is ran, you know what I'm saying, on the backs and the suffering of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people. You understand? All right. I don't want to keep running on. If y'all got any questions, go ahead and type it in the comments. We'll get to your questions. Okay. All right. It says, when a rich man is fallen, he hath many helpers. He speaketh things not to be spoken, and yet men justify him. The poor man slipped, and yet they rebuke him too. You understand? A poor person slip. Imagine a poor man slip and fall. You know what I'm saying? A rich man slip and fall. Guess what? They're rushing to his aid. You okay? What you need? Do you need anything? What you need? Some water? Come on, sit down. You know, they rushing to his aid. They rushing to his attention. You know what I'm saying? But a poor man falls. Like I said, look, don't nobody have his back. In fact, they rebuking him. Man, you didn't see where you was going. You didn't see where you walking. You understand? Instead of making sure that the poor man is all right, they rebuking him because he failed, because he slipped. It says, and yet men justify him. The poor man slipped, and yet they rebuke him too. He spake wisely and could have no place. You understand? Well, some of the most wisest people are poor people. You understand? It's poor people. You know what I'm saying? Some of the strongest people are poor people. Why? Because you know what I'm saying? Imagine the Constitution. Imagine, you know what I'm saying, like you gotta get up on time, like you got every single day. Remember what I was saying earlier about you can't miss a beat? The moment you miss a beat, then things come, you behind on your rent, you behind on the important things that your household need. You know what I'm saying? A poor person, you understands that. So they get up on time, you know what I'm saying? They got a routine, you know what I'm saying? What takes constitution, man, what takes strength, which takes wisdom. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn how to save money, you gotta learn how to, you know what I'm saying, budget. You know what I'm saying? That takes strength. That takes wisdom. That takes smarts. You understand? Ralph Moss said the Bible is what's keeping our people in shackles. Here we go. Let me tell you something, Ralph. Prove it. Prove it. And I can prove to you that the Bible is the way to set our people free. You prove to me right now how the Bible is keeping our people in shackles. You understand? I think you're a troll anyway. Okay? But yeah, you know, made me lose my point. It says, the poor man slipped, and yet they rebuke him. He spake wisely and could have no place. Like I was saying, you know, some of the strongest people on the face of the earth are people that's poor. Imagine in third world countries where there's no running clean water. You know what I'm saying? You got to go fish and hunt for your food. You know what I'm saying? Imagine how much strength, how much smarts it takes, how much skill you have to do these things. You understand? It's the same thing in America. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get up and hustle. Imagine a man that has no job. He gotta get up and hustle. I don't mean selling drugs. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't consider that hustling. I consider that destroying your own people. That's absolutely destroying your own people. You know what I'm saying? There's ways to make money without sacrificing the lives of your people. Okay? But you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta get up and hustle. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look in the and you gotta look in the newspaper for jobs. You know, you gotta look, I mean, come on. We all struggle to here. Everybody that's watching it is struggling. He said, I own land and raise my own food, fertile land in Georgia. What do you own? Great. I'm gonna clap it up for you, man. That's good. That's good. But what are you doing for your people? What do you mean, what do I own? What do you mean? What do I own? A black man that's here in America, you know what I'm saying? You talk about what do I own? I guarantee you, you don't even own that land. I guarantee you probably work for a white man or something. You contracted through a corporation or something. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you talking about what do you own? Ralph Moss. I mean, look, this is exactly what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? If I was a rich man sitting here speaking, you will be shutting up and you'll be listening. You know what I'm saying? But look, I'm a poor man. You know what I'm saying? Come from a poor background. You know what I'm saying? I go work. You know what I'm saying? And 9 to 5 to support my family. You know what I'm saying? Here you is talking about I own land, I own food, fertile land in Georgia. What do you own? You ready to cast a brother down? You know what I'm saying? First of all, I don't even know if you're black or Hispanic or Native Indian or not. You probably white. You know what I'm saying? But if you is a brother, that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? You talking about the Bible is what keeping our people in shackles. No, that mentality that you have is what's keeping our people in the shackles. You casting out your own brother. You know what I'm saying? Talk about what do I own? You know what a wise person would have said? You know what someone that loved their brother would have said? They said, let me show you how to get what I get. Let me show you that so you can eat like I eat. That's what a real brother would do. A real brother won't come and talking about what he got and what do I own. You know what I'm saying? That's how you can tell that you hate your own people, man. You got Stockholm syndrome. You got Stockholm syndrome. You hate your people and you love America. You love white people. You know what I'm saying? Kamaya said, good for you, Ralph. But why look down on people? You sound like Uncle Ruckus. That's exactly what he sounds. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know who Uncle Ruckus is, if y'all watch the Boondocks, it's a brother on their name Uncle Ruckus. You know what I'm saying? He's black, but he thinks he's white. That's exactly what Ralph is. You know what I'm saying? Ralph is Uncle Ruckus. He's black. He thinks he's white, a white man in a black man's body. It's exactly what it is, man. And that's the mentality that we got to change. We got to stop casting each other down, man. This is the whole premise of this class. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you, Ralph won't be talking to a rich man like that. If I was a rich man, a millionaire, a billionaire, whatnot, he'd be sitting in class, or, you know what I'm saying, giving this 2 cents. He probably would be like, you know what? Let me show everybody. But no, it's not like that. All right, let's get up off him for a second, man, because this is the mentality that we got to change amongst the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people. We got to learn how to uplift each other. You know what I'm saying? We got to help each other out, man. Poor people got to help poor people. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? Ain't nobody else is going to look after us. How we going to look after each other? You know what I'm saying? If we're going to continue, you know what I'm saying, looking down on one another. We all poor. You know what I'm saying? Whether you own land and you grow your own food, you still poor. Guess what? You paying taxes on them land. Who you pay taxes to? You pay taxes to the devil, which is the white man. You paying taxes, man. Everything. You ain't got no free land. You subjected to property tax. You see what I'm saying? So you're a slave as much as I am. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on. What are we talking about here? All right, let's move on. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to stray from the class. All right? We're going to get Deuteronomy chapter 15, verse 7. You understand? This whole class, It's going to teach you, you know what I'm saying, how to act with your poor brother and sister, man. We're going to show you, according to the Bible, you know what I'm saying, that the Bible is against you looking down on your own people. You know what I'm saying, looking down on the poor of your people. Deuteronomy chapter 15 and 7. All right. It says, if there be among you a poor man of one of thy brethren. What is that talking about? One of your brethren. You know what I'm saying? It's talking about one of your own people. When it says brethren, it's talking about your own. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people. These are your brethren. All right? If there be among you a poor man of one of thy brethren within thy gates in thy land, which the Lord thy God giveth thee, thou shalt not harden thine heart, nor shut thy hand from thy poor brother. You see what the Lord said? The Lord said, man, you can't harden your heart, man. You can't harden your heart towards that brother, man, towards that poor brother. You know what I'm saying? And you also can't shut thy hand from that poor brother. You know what I'm saying? I mean, whatever the poor brother needs, man, you freely give it. You know what I'm saying? How many times have a poor brother, you know what I'm saying, came up to you and was like, man, I'm hungry, brother. I'm just hungry. Could you buy me something to eat? You know what I'm saying? And you turn your back on that poor brother. You understand? How many times a poor man or a poor woman, you know what I'm saying, of thy brethren, Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indian people, has come to you, was like, you know, I just need $1, and I just need something to drink. You know, I mean, could you help me out? I just need like 50 cents. Could you help me out? I'm trying to get on the bus. I mean, could you help me out? And you turn your back on them. The Lord said, don't do that. You gotta, first of all, this is your own people. You gotta love your own people, man. How do you think Jewish people run the world right now? Jewish people run the world because they look after each other. You understand? They following our own law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? When they open up the book and it says, you understand, and the Bible saying, thou shalt not harden thy heart, nor shut thy hand from thy poor of thy brother. Guess what? They doing it. They doing it. Even though these are fake Jewish people. These are fake Jews. You know what I'm saying? And they trying to keep the laws better than you. You understand? Why you think we got the Bible? You know what I'm saying? This brother Ralph Moss is talking about the Bible is the reason why our people's in shackles. No, Christianity is the reason why our people is in shackles. Christianity has nothing to do with the Bible. Has absolutely nothing to do with the Bible. Okay? Ralph said, I do for myself by the grace of God, and I take care of my people. I don't talk Bible, I turn the word of God into flesh. Well, good for you, Ralph. Good for you. He said the best religion in the world is to treat your brother like you want to be treated. All that white man Bible, keep that mess. Let me ask you something. Ralph. You know what I'm saying? From brother to brother, Ralph. What in the Bible what is white about the Bible? Tell me what is white about the Bible? Kamaya said, if you aren't into the Bible, why are you even here then? Ralph said, because I seen this fool on here looking like a Power Ranger. Don't worry about it, man. You gonna see. Let me tell you something, man. When Jesus Christ cracked them skies and come back, he's gonna be looking like a Power Ranger too. He's gonna be looking like a Power Ranger too. You won't call him a Power Ranger to his face? I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not. You're not. He's gonna cut your damn head off. You understand? That's the problem. See, Ralph, this is the problem, man. You know what I'm saying? I look like a Power Ranger because this is what a man of war looks like. You understand? This is our culture. This is the culture of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people. I'm living my life according to the Bible. You understand? I look like a Power Ranger because I'm wearing warlike apparel. Because I'm a man. You probably shave your beard. Okay? Says he's talking about the Bible, but he's not producing nothing. What do you own? What clothing store do you own? What land are you playing for the people your people to raise food. Let me tell you something right now, Ralph. All of that does not matter. You understand? If our people is not on the same accord, you can have all the land you want, all the clothing stores you want, but if our people is still suffering and dying and impoverished in America, what does it matter? If you're sitting there making all the money and whatnot, but your brothers and sisters are suffering, what does it matter? Let me ask you something. What we doing right here in the I.S.U.P.K is we're changing the mentality of our people. That's what it starts. It starts in your mind. You got to change the mentality of your people first. Then we can come to the table and start talking about what can we produce. You know what I'm saying? Let's acquire land. Let's clothing stores. You know what I'm saying? Getting land to grow food. But right now, our people are under oppression. They're in all these different religions. You understand? We're separated right now. We're separated right now. Okay? Yahanna said, wow, Kamaya, we just gonna ignore this troll. We can't let him distract us from our learning. Look, that's right. Damn right, Yahanna. King James and Josephus translated that Bible. Sample say King James was a homo. Kamaya, look. Before I get up off the subject with you, Ralph, I'm gonna just let you know this. King James was never no homosexual. He was the last king of Scotland. You know what I'm saying? He fought against the Roman Catholic Church to preserve this records. You understand? King James did not write the Bible. King James had hired scholars, different scholars, to transliterate the Bible. The Bible was written, you know, it's the Dead Sea Scrolls. The Dead Sea Scrolls is written in Hebrew. What King James did was had the Bible transliterated from Hebrew to all these different languages, to English, to Greek, to Spanish, to these different languages, because Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people was going into captivity all over the world. And guess what? These Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people that was being in captivity all over the world, they were subjected to people that spoke a certain language. For example, Mexicans are part of the 12 tribes. Who conquered the Mexicans? The Spaniards did. What language did the Spaniards speak? The Spaniards speak Spanish. So do you think Mexican people at the beginning of the time was just started speaking Spanish? No. The conquistadors, the Spaniards, conquered them and then forced their language upon us. Why do you think we're talking? I'm a Negro. I'm from the tribe of Judah. How do you think I'm talking English right now? You think from the beginning of time, Negroes just started talking English? No, we was conquered by the English. You understand? Jamaicans are part of the 12 tribes. Who conquered the Jamaicans? You understand? He said, get you some money in your pocket, bro. Let me tell you something, man. I got money. You understand? I got money. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to change the mentality of our people. I'm trying to change the way our people think. You know what I'm saying? All the money in the world is not going to save you to what's coming, man. It's not going to save you to the destruction America is coming. All that land that you got, bro, it's going to be destroyed. America is going to be destroyed by the hand of God. You understand? Through nuclear fire. So all the money, all the land, you know what I'm saying? It's useless. It's going to be useless. It's going to be turned into ash. You understand? All right, y'all, let's keep it moving. Let's move on. We had Deuteronomy chapter 15, verse 7. I'm going to read it again. This is Deuteronomy chapter 15, verse 7. If there be among you a poor man of one of thy brethren within any of thy gates in thy land, which the Lord thy God giveth thee. Thou shalt not harden thine heart, nor shut thine hand from thy poor brother. This is what I'm talking about. This is the mentality that we gotta change. We gotta, even if I don't have no money in my pocket, man, you shouldn't shut your heart towards me, man. You shouldn't shut your heart towards me, man. In fact, the Bible say you shouldn't close your hand either. So if I am a poor brother, Ralph, you know what I'm saying? Help a brother out that's in need. I'm not in need, Ralph. I'm just saying. I'm telling you what the Bible say. Since you think this is a white man's book and all, this Bible he's teaching us how to act towards the poor. You can't treat a brother that's poor like that. We just talking about how rich people look after other rich people. You know what I'm saying? And poor people, you know what I'm saying? A poor person don't even get the same regard. You know what I'm saying? You hate the poor person, man. All right? From here on out, class, we just gonna ignore Ralph. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, Ralph is a troll. You know what I'm saying, brother? You know what I'm saying? I wish you the best, brother. Lord be with you and all your possessions, all your land and all your money. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I wish you the best. All right, but we're gonna ignore him, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna just focus on the class. All right, we're gonna drop that. We're gonna go to Deuteronomy. We're gonna drop down to 15. Well, not 15, but drop down to 11. Deuteronomy chapter 15, verse 11. All right, it says, "For the poor shall never cease out of thy land." You know what I'm saying? The Lord said He's not going to get rid of the poor. He said, "The poor shall never cease out of thy land. Therefore, I command thee," saying, the Lord said, I command you. He mean this is an order that coming from God. Okay? He said, I command thee, saying, thou shalt open thy hand wide unto thy brother, to thy poor, and to thy needy in thy land. You hear what the Lord said? The Lord's commanding you to open up your hand to the poor, to the needy. You know what I'm saying? In thy land. The Lord don't want you being a heartless bastard, you know what I'm saying, that's only thinking about yourself. You know what I'm saying? The Lord wants you to give. Give freely, give openly to your brothers, man, your sisters that's in need. You understand? This is a commandment coming from the Lord. All right? Now, let me just talk about the confusion. Now, just because you see any brother or sister that's in need, that you give to them. You know what I'm saying? In fact, we're going to pull the scripture up. Give me 1 second. We're going to go back into Ecclesiasticus 12 and 4. All right? 12 and 4. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 4. It says, give to the godly man and help not a sinner. You hear what the Lord said? You hear what the Bible said? The Bible said, give to the godly man and not to a sinner. You know what I'm saying? That's just to alleviate the confusion. All right? The confusion is, you because of brothers and sisters in need, that you're going to just automatically give. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that. It says give to the godly man. Okay? And not a sinner. Because what you already know that, if they're a sinner, guess what they're going to do with your money? They're going to go buy crack. They're going to go buy cocaine. They're going to go buy methamphetamine. They're going to go buy weed. You understand? You don't give to the sinner. You understand? It says give to the godly man. Now, every now and then, what I'm saying, if I see a brother on the street, man, he say, man, look, I'm just trying to, I just need $1 just to, give me something to drink or whatever. I give it to him, man. Come on. I mean, I give it to him. What you going to eat? You going to go buy, I know this. I know a blunt costs $5. I'm giving you $1. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to go to the rush to the man and give him $1 for some weed. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he tell me, now the thing is, you got to be careful. Now, if he asks you, if he tell you like, man, look, if I just need some help, you know, I'm trying to get, if I could, look, I get $2, I'm gonna go. I'm trying to go get high. Don't give it to the brother now. He said he stated his intentions of what he's going to do with the money that you're going to give him. He's about to go get high. I'm trying to get my people off drugs. Why would I help go support your habit? And I'm here to get my people off drugs. I'm trying to help stop my people from getting high. You understand? You don't give to them type of people. Brothers say, no. On the other hand, if a brother say, man, I just need like $1.50, I'm trying to go buy a beer, I'll give it to him. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? Drinking is not a sin, but smoking is a sin. Smoking, getting high is a sin, but drinking, it's not a sin. In fact, it's damn near encouraged. We in captivity, we poor. You know what I'm saying? We struggling every day. Man, take a drink, get a shot, take a shot. You understand? Oh, wow, this cat said, I do respect those brothers in those purple shirts that was up there on behalf of Kyrie Irving in Brooklyn. Nice job. Hey, and let me tell you something, man. They was there because Kyrie is rich. That's what rich people get. Kyrie Irving has his own private purple army. What about the poor man? What about the poor? You go on behalf of Kyrie. Kyrie's rich. Kyrie's rich. Whether the NBA kick him out the NBA, guess what? He's still gonna be rich. He's still gonna be a multi-millionaire. Still. Okay, but yeah, we're gonna move off that subject. Okay, we're gonna drop down to verse 7, Ecclesiastes 12:7. All right. It says, give unto the good and help not the sinner. You hear what that said? This is the precept to the one we just read before in verse 4. It's saying the same thing. We got to give to the godly. Who is the godly? The godly is the ones that's keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Those are the godly. If you want to give your money to anybody else, give it to them first. Give it to the needy of them first. Give it to the ones that's keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, and they need help first. Give to them first before you give to a sinner. Before you give to someone that you know that's going to take your money and go get high. You understand? All they need is $1 more, and they're going to go buy them a crack rock. Give to the godly first before you give to the sinner. Okay? All right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna go to Deuteronomy. No, we're gonna go to Proverbs chapter 14 and 20. Proverbs 14 and 20. Okay. All right, this is Proverbs 14 and 20. Okay, it says, the poor is hated, even of his own neighbor, but the rich hath many friends. So, like, yeah, you're right. Kyrie got many friends to back him up. You know what I'm saying? He had the purple group to come back him up. He had a whole army to come back him up. The rich has many friends. The poor is hated, even of his own neighbor. You understand? Even your own friends sometimes, man, you know, like I was saying earlier, you ask your friends, man, if I could borrow $5, man, or if I can, if I can get $5 or $1. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time they don't have it. Even though they got it, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to give it to you. You understand? And if they do let you borrow $5 or whatnot, guess what? They're going to be hounding you for the $5 back. They're going to be hounding you. They're going to be blowing up your phone, man. Hey, you got that for me? You got that for me? You know. But if it was a rich man, see, he won't say nothing about it. Oh, here you go. Rich man come at the gas station or whatnot, and rich man, I forgot my wallet at home. You know, I just need, if I could, let me get $20, put in my tank, you know. Shit, and he look at his car, see he drive a nice car, he gonna give him the $20 and don't even worry about it. But a poor man, I gotta report back to you at a certain time. I gotta get your money. You know what I'm saying? It said Ralph said, I don't mind donating. You got a cash app? No, but you could donate to my school, donate to my organization, man, the I.S.U.P.K. You got Zelle? I believe just donate. Yeah, just donate to my organization, man. I.S.U.P.K. We got a Zelle. All right, so just go to Zelle, search I.S.U.P.K. And if you find it, donate to them. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? Your donation is going to be much appreciated. You know what I'm saying? We want to help the people. We're going to get them funds. Wherever you donate, them funds are going to go to someone that's in need. That's in need. I'm telling you, man. You donate to the right one. What is this? Some spam. We want to block user. Yeah, that was some mess. All right, so we're gonna go over the scripture again. We are Proverbs chapter 14 and 20. It says, "The poor is hated, even of his own neighbor, but the rich has many friends." You know what I'm saying? That's why we don't worry about the rich, man. You know, Kanye West, Kyrie Irving, you know what I'm saying, Nick Cannon, Ice Cube, all them ones that said the Jews is black. Guess what? They all reneged. You know what I'm saying? When Jewish people start hammering down justice, you know what I'm saying, for what they, for them telling the truth, guess what? They're going to apologize. They're not going to stand on what us poor people stand on. You understand? We're going to stand on the truth. You know what I'm saying? They look. The thing is, look, they care about their money. They care about their riches. They care about their endorsements. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to lose that. Even if what they saying is true, even though I.S.U.P.K said that the Jews are black, what he said was true. Even though Nick Cannon said that he's a Jew and the Jews are black, what he said was true. Kyrie Irving, Kanye, he said that the Jews is black, which is true. But guess what? Push come to shove, and when it start affecting their money, start affecting their income, start affecting their endorsements, guess what? They're gonna renege in the end. They look at the end. They're gonna renege. They're gonna renege at the end, man. I'm telling you. You understand what we do? What we do right here. Let us poor folks. You know what I'm saying? Tell the truth, man. Y'all just be athletes. Y'all just be, continue being rappers and entertainers, man. You know what I'm saying? This work ain't cut out for everybody. This work ain't cut out for everybody, man. We're gonna tell the truth. Okay? And we don't worry about, we're not gonna compromise the truth for nothing, for nobody. For nobody. We're not compromising the truth. Let us poor folks, you know what I'm saying, get our hands dirty. All right? You know what I'm saying? And what you rich people need to do, y'all, you need to pay tithes, man. Pay your tithes. Pay your tithes to Commander Junior Yahanna. You know what I'm saying? Come to class. Change your life. Come be a soldier. Come be a prophet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. But if you don't, that's fine. Pay your tithes. I mean, what you want me to say? All right. All right, we're gonna move on. I think we got this one already. Give me 1 second. We're going to get Deuteronomy chapter 24 and 12. Give me 1 second. All right, we're going to get Ecclesiasticus, which is in the Apocrypha, chapter 11, verse 21. All right? This is what it says. It says, marvel not at the works of sinners, but trust in the Lord and abide in thy labor. For it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord, on the sudden to make a poor man rich. You see that? It's nothing for the Most High to make a person rich, to make a poor man rich. It's nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. But you know what I'm saying? Rich people, you know what I'm saying? They don't learn the lessons that you learn as a poor person. You know what I'm saying? As a poor person, you learn integrity. You learn integrity. You learn different skill sets. You know, like I said before, budgeting and making smart decisions. What you spend your money on. I said budgets. You know, I mean, you know what I'm saying? The fortitude to get up every single day and go to your slave, you know what I'm saying, to continue making that income. You know, all of these is skills. You understand? A rich man is going to trust in his riches. You understand? He's going to live his life and, you know, and he's going to trust in his riches. A poor person really trusts the Lord. You understand? Because at the end of the day, all of that can, like I said, all of that can end like that. You hurt yourself at work, you know what I'm saying? Everything can end like that. You injure yourself. I mean, come on. How you gonna pay your rent? I was just watching a video on Facebook. This video is with this brother. This brother was working for Frito-Lay. All right, he ended up pressing the button to open up the bay doors, you know, where they unload the trucks. And when he pressed the button, he got electrocuted. He got electrocuted so bad that it was affecting his movements, and he was damn near on the borderline of being paralyzed. You understand? And then after that happened, it's like Frito-Lay, you know what I'm saying? You know, didn't have his back. You know, you supposed to be on workers' comp, but he said with them, it was taking months and months, and it was taking months for everything to go through. You know what I'm saying? He said he was approved for like long-term benefits, like a long-term what they call it, long-term disabled benefits and stuff. But you know what I'm saying? But basically, you know, shit, he was out of luck, man. He was behind on all his bills, and you know, I mean, come on, like that. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you miss a beat or something happens to you, you know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I'm saying? You might have to go to stay at a friend's house or a family member's crib, or you know, you damn near lost everything. You gotta get a storage to store all your things, and you gotta keep up the payments in your storage. I mean, it's tough, man, for a poor person, a poor brother or sister, especially here in America. Like I said before, there shouldn't be no reason why there should be any poor, you know, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people in America. Period. You know what I'm saying? When our ancestors built America, you understand? We should be like, you know what I'm saying, we should be like the founding people and shit. We can't be the founding people because this land was already occupied by different people, by our brothers and sisters, the Gadites and the Reubenites. I mean, come on. What are we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? And recently, the I.S.U.P.K in Milwaukee, Chicago, and some other locations in Indianapolis. You know what I'm saying? We went to the reservation out here, the Menominee Reservation out here in Wisconsin. You know what I'm saying? And the reservation is just like a ghetto. It's just like a ghetto. It's a separation. You know what I'm saying? You got all the white people that's living good and deliciously on one side, and another side is the reservation. And and the reservation is just like the hood. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the hood. I mean, you know, and you can see the poverty. You know what I'm saying? We was out there having a clothes drive, a winter gear giveaway, and you can see the brothers and sisters, man, that was coming, man. That they needed the winter gear, man. You know what I'm saying? They was coming out there. You know, I seen little babies coming out there with no coats on. It was cold. It was at least about 15 degrees out there, maybe about 20, 25 degrees. It was cold. And little babies, imagine, it's 25 degrees outside, and you seeing a little baby, about like what, 2 or 3 years old, coming with no coat on. Like, man, that breaks your heart, man. And these are your people, man. When you wake up to the truth and you realize who your people are, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people, man, I'm talking about, man, like your heart opens all the way up, man. I've seen, it was brothers coming with walking with sandals. Yeah, dying out. Yeah, with shorts and hoodies and house shoes. Yeah, I mean, it was sad, man. It was sad, and that's the thing about the truth, man. When you come into the truth, your mind opens up to the poor of your people, man. Your mind open up to your brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? Your mind open up to their suffering. You know what I'm saying? To how they living. You know, and we was on a reservation. We was giving out them clothes. Man, we were serving hot chocolates, and it was amazing. It was amazing to connect with our people, man, because I'm a Judite. I'm a Negro. What do I know? I don't know anything about a Native Indian. You know what I'm saying? Until I came into the truth and I found out that Native Indian was my people. Now, I wanted to know all about them. I wanted to know all about them. Now, and I said my heart aches to see my people suffer the way they do. Yeah, yeah. And then, you know what I'm saying? I found out that they've been told that Negroes hate them. That we hate them. Like what? Like when did that come out? We never hated, like, what black person do I know that hates Native Indian people? Like, we don't know nothing about them. How do we know? We don't know nothing about them to hate them. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they've been told on the reservations, man. It's like they're in their own little world. They've been closed out from like the rest of the world, and they've been told that we hate them. That black people, they hate y'all, man. They hate y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy that we had this winter gear giveaway, man. You know, because that proved that, you know what I'm saying, the whole narrative was a lie. You know, all they saw now was black people, blacks and Hispanics and Native Indian people coming together. That's all they seen, man. And we came together and we proved that we do love them. That we never forgot about them. We suffering, we all suffering, and we dying in this hellhole that we call America. America is a hellhole. Remember Donald Trump said Haiti's a hellhole? No, the real hellhole is America. America is the biggest hellhole on earth. You know what I'm saying? With all the riches that this empire has, you know what I'm saying, you would think, you know what I'm saying, they would, be given freely to the poor people. But no, don't nobody give a damn about poor people. You know what I'm saying? Remember Brett Favre? Brett Favre, the Football Hall of Famer? that stole about 75 million from poor people in Alabama, guess what? He ain't never see no jail. He ain't never get trumped up on charges for fraud. You understand? And he used that money to benefit his own people. When that money could have been going to poor blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people out there in Alabama. You understand? And imagine the people that was requesting for aid, and they was being denied. They was being denied because Brett Favre was stealing all the goddamn money, man. All the money was gone. They couldn't give no more to nobody. They couldn't accept no requests from poor people because Brett Favre stole all the goddamn money. That's why we say the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Kamaya said, Big Con. She said, America. Yeah. America, man. Diana said, the devil is so trifling that they have to turn us against us by telling us that the 12 tribes hate each other to keep us away from each other. You know, that's it. Man, you was absolutely right, Diana. You was absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's a tactic of the devil. The devil would break our unity, break our love for one another. You know what I'm saying? Tell black people that the Mexicans hate them. To tell Native Indian people that black people hate them. To tell Haitian people that Jamaican people hate them. Tell Jamaican people that Negro people hate them. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa, all throughout the tribes. Why do you think we all separated? We're all separated because of the devil, man, because of the lies that he's telling. All the lies that he's telling about us, man. You understand? This is what this class is all about. This class is about opening your hearts to your people. You understand? The poor, your people. I'm not talking about the rich. The rich got all of the love. Everybody loves rich people, man. But who's going to love the poor person? Who's going to love the black and Hispanic and Native Indian man or the brother or sister? You know what I'm saying? That's just struggling day by day. Living paycheck to paycheck. That's staying in the shelter. You know, that's bouncing from house to house. You understand? That's on food stamps. That's on Section 8. Who's going to care about them? Rich people got all the love in the world. But who's going to care about poor people, man? I'm going to tell you who's going to care about poor people, man. We in the I.S.U.P.K, we love the poor people. We going to care about them. You know what I'm saying? We love them. Can't say nothing about nobody else, but we love them. I know you love poor people, Kamaya. I know you love poor people down now. You know, everybody that's watching this video right here, man. I know y'all love poor people. Kamaya said, because they knew the only way to beat us was to turn us against each other. Yeah. What the scriptures say? The scriptures say a house divided shall not stand. That's exactly what they did. That's exactly what they did, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we hear. That's why the priests and prophets are the voice of the poor. The voice of the poor. We're gonna tell you the truth. I know, Diana, damn right. I know y'all love the poor, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what this class is all about. It's about opening your hearts to the people, to the poor of your people, man. You understand? I'm talking about who else is wise, man? Really think a rich man is wise? Like, I hate the fact that people think rich people has all the answers. Rich people do not have all the answers. You think they have all the answers because they're rich? No. They're rich because they're just rich. You understand? And also, man, we gotta stop, you know what I'm saying, holding rich people to a level of being like a leader for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people. Kyrie Irving is a basketball player. He's an entertainer. He is not a leader for black people. Kanye West is a rapper. He is a rapper. He is not. He is not a leader for black people. Ice-Cube is not a leader for black people. Nick Cannon is not a leader for black people. Al Sharpton is not a leader for black people. Jesse Jackson, Creflo Dollar, you know what I'm saying? They are not leaders for black people. You know what I'm saying? What's some Hispanic pastors? What's some Hispanic? Pitbull. Pitbull is not a leader for black people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the mariachi bands are not leaders for black people. You know what I'm saying? What else? I mean, come on, give them to me. What else? Who else? People that sings, dance, rap, or entertainers are not leaders for black people, or Hispanics, or Native Indian people. When I say black people, I'm talking about blacks. I'm lumping in Hispanics and Native Indian people too. You understand? Because guess what? They look at them as niggas too. Okay. Let me see. What we at? 11 and 21. I think I read that. Let's see. We're just going to read it again. Okay, this is Proverbs, not Proverbs. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 11, verse 21. It says, "Marvel not at the works of sinners." What the Lord saying when he said, "Marvel not at the works of sinners"? You know what I'm saying? Sinners, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't marvel at what sinners is doing. Drug dealers, or, you know, hoes, or, you know, whatever. Don't marvel at what they doing. You know what I'm saying? And it says, "Marvel not at the works of sinners, but trust in the Lord." You understand? You think rich people trust in the Lord? Rich people do not trust in the Lord. Rich people trust in their money. They trust in money. Like you said before, Diana, you said that money is the root of all evil. Yes. It said, "Is it for the love of money is the root of all evil?" Salaki. I believe that's what you said. But yeah, that's what the scriptures say. For the love of money is the root of all evil. Guess what? Rich people love money. They love money. They love money so much is that they'll do anything for it. You understand? They do anything for it. They'll do anything to keep their position. Do anything for it. Where do you think all the kidnappings come from? The kidnappings come from rich people. Rich people is doing all the kidnappings. All the pedophiles, majority are rich people. They're rich. Pedophiles are rich. Yeah. I'm not saying that there's poor people that's not pedophiles. I'm not saying poor, we ain't got no poor people that's pedophiles. But you know what I'm saying, all the big things that's going on in the world, you know what I'm saying, like it's a whole bunch of Native Indian sisters that's being kidnapped. Rich people is doing it. You know what I'm saying? All of our sisters are being kidnapped, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian. Rich people is doing it. Pedophiles, rich people, you know what I'm saying, are pushing that agenda. Homosexuality, rich people are pushing that agenda. You understand? Who got control of the media? Who got control of the airwaves? How do you think they're pushing this? Through music, through TV, you know what I'm saying? Through cartoons. They got your little kids watching cartoons with homosexuality in it. It's rich people that's pushing this. Diana said, "The I.S.U.P.K and the Commander Yahanna are leaders for black people." Yes. Yes. Damn right. Okay? But yeah, the same people that gets away with everything The same people that men justify for, the same people that when they fall off, they get all the help. Rich people, yes, they are doing like you like. Oh my gosh, like I watch so many, so many stories. You know what I'm saying of how rich people. You know what I'm saying? They got a whole like organization with pedophilia. You know what I'm saying with children. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like this world is so wicked right now because these people run the world. These rich people run the world. You know what I'm saying? And their agenda is to spread pedophilia, to spread homosexuality, to spread, you know what I'm saying, like all types of manner of wickedness all across this earth. This is why America got to be destroyed because this is the hub. This is the main central nerve network for all the pedophilia, the homosexuality, everything wicked you could think of. America got its hands in it. You know what I'm saying? This is why the Lord got to. This is why the Lord got to destroy America with nuclear fire. He got to burn it to the ground. He has to burn it to ash. Kamaya Porter, Matthew 19:24. Yeah, that's a damn good precept. We're gonna get that. Matthew 19:24. That's a damn good precept too. This is Matthew chapter 19, verse 24. I'm gonna start at verse 23. And then said Jesus unto his disciples, verily I say unto you, that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. Why is Yahushua saying that? Why is Yahushua saying, verily I say to you, that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven? Why? Because if y'all don't know this story right here, this rich man came to Yahushua. And he told Yahushua, look, I've been keeping all the laws, statutes, and commandments since I've been born. What else do I need to do? And Yahushua said, go ahead and sell up all your things, all your riches, and give it to the poor, and come follow me. And then they said this rich man walked off sorrowful because he had a lot of possessions. That's why. Rich people do not want to make the sacrifice that us poor people make the sacrifice every single day. We gotta make sacrifices. We gotta go without. Every single day, it's a choice for us to man, I gotta pay this bill, I gotta pay my light bill, pay my phone bill, pay my cable bill, I gotta pay this bill. You know what I'm saying? Do I buy food or do I buy this? You know what I'm saying? We gotta sacrifice. Poor people makes all of the sacrifices every single day. Rich people don't have what it takes to make the sacrifices that we make, which is why they're not good leaders. Which is why Matthew 19:24 is going to say, and again I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of God. Why? Because they don't want to sacrifice their possessions. They don't want to sacrifice like we sacrifice every single day. That's why the Lord is putting poor people in charge of the earth. You understand? It's poor people that's going to be risen up from the ground, risen up from the low state that they're in, and put into powerful positions. Why? Because they understand what it takes to sacrifice. They understand what it takes to sacrifice. They understand what it takes to make all of the necessary sacrifices, man. You understand? All of the decisions should be made by poor people, man. Rich people don't have what it takes. If you can't sell your possessions and give it to the poor and then follow Christ, I will make that. I will make that sacrifice. I'm pretty sure all of you right here that's in the live will make that sacrifice. This brother didn't want to make that sacrifice. Because how you know he didn't want to make that sacrifice? Because the verse 25. Hold on, give me 1 second. Oh, yeah, okay. In verse 25, it says, when his disciples heard it, they were exceedingly. No, not that one. No, verse 22. It says, but when the young man heard that saying, he went away sorrowful, for he had great possessions. This cat didn't want to make the sacrifice that us poor people make every single day. You understand? He wanted to keep his possessions. He didn't want to sacrifice his money. He didn't want to sacrifice everything that he had. It said that he had great many possessions. He didn't want to sacrifice that. He didn't want to sacrifice. He don't have what it takes to be a real leader, because a real leader know that he would have to sacrifice for his people, man. He would have to sacrifice. It's a requirement. The Lord ain't putting rich people in charge. Rich people are in charge now. And look how the earth is. The earth is effed up. It's effed up. This whole world is full of pedophilia. This whole world is full of homosexuality. This whole world is full of all manner of type of wickedness. Rich people do not want to give up their wealth. They do not want to give up their wealth. They do not want to give up their money. They don't want to give up their great possessions. But guess what? Poor people will. Poor people will do what it takes and make sacrifices that will please the Lord. Which is why in the kingdom of heaven, poor people is going to be ruling the kingdom of heaven, man. And the Lord is going to put us, you understand, in a state of wealth. He's going to put us in a state of wealth. He's going to make us rich beyond our belief. And why he's going to do that? He's going to do that because he knows that we're going to make the necessary sacrifice for our people. If we got to give up our possessions, take it all. Take all of it. Take it all. If I was a multi-millionaire right now and I had to sacrifice everything I have for the betterment of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people, I would do it in a heartbeat. No ands, ifs, buts about it. I would do it in a heartbeat. But I'm going to tell you who ain't going to do it. I.S.U.P.K, Nick Cannon, Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, Creflo Dollar, Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving said, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say it that way, but this is what he said. Kanye West is, he sacrificed, but he's still rich. Just because he ain't got no endorsements don't mean he still got billions of dollars. You understand? But I'll tell you one thing, Kanye West is standing on his square. That's what I respect. I respect him. Because he ain't lifting up. He said the Jews was black, and he said, I don't give a good goddamn what you say. The Jews are black. I respect him. Well, let's see what he do in a few more months. See, I pray that he come in truth. But if not, oh well. All right, before I end this class, do anybody have anything to say? You understand? Any questions, comments? Questions or comments? If not, I'm going to go ahead and end this class after I say the announcements. I'll give y'all a second while I pull up the announcements. Diana said, rich Jewish devils control the TV cable channels. Pretty much everything. They are out to destroy our young people. They out to destroy us, period. Yeah. The next generation is coming up. Yeah. They're being affected. Their minds are being affected by what they see on TV. You know what I'm saying? By what they step outside, by what they step aside and what they hear. This is why we gotta protect, this is why we gotta come back as a community. You understand? Remember that old saying, it says it takes a village to raise children? It takes a whole village to raise children, man. It takes every single one of us to raise all of these kids up. It takes all of us. If you see my child doing something outside, man, be his ASS. And bring him to me so I could be his ASS. You understand? And Ralph Moss, Lord be with you, Ralph Moss. All right? And with that being said, we'll go ahead and read the security announcements for our inner class. All right? This is the I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. This is the rule for new brother and new sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shake themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 to 21, Malachi 3, chapter 8 to 10. Means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give it to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests. Not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you will like. The next holy convocation is the Feast of Dedication, which is this Saturday. I believe it's the 17th. 7 p.m. sundown. All right? If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. All right? And with that, Shalom, Yahbashim Yashai Barakatham to my brothers out there, and Yahweh Shamar Alathan Bahashem Yahushai to my sisters out there. Shalom.